Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman99.
And welcome back to Madden NFL 2004 Santa's Elves franchise.
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas indeed. And we're just coming off of last week when we had our return match against the Grizzlies.
Mm-hmm.
And the Grizzlies did not take nearly as good a care of the ball as they did in our first meeting.
No, they were all over the place.
Yeah, I only sacked them, I think, 3 times, but I also picked them off 3 times, so...
Well, I think what it was they got sacked so many times in that first game, they decided they were going to try to force things in.
Yeah. But anyway, this week we're playing against the Leopards, who are a more average level team. By the looks of it, they're fairly balanced.
Yeah, this is before the Leopards collapsed into a cupcake team.
That's right. Well, you know, it's a different time and a different era, right?
Back before they ran into cap troubles?
Back before they ran into cap troubles, yep. Okay, anyways, here we go. Oh, looks like some people had to hire some free agents to fill their rosters.
That doesn't surprise me given how many injuries happen in this game.
Yeah.
Although, you know what game has a lot of injuries?
What game has a lot of injuries? Oh yeah, Madden 12.
Yeah, Madden 12. Like, people get injured every other play.
Yeah. People die at the football game.
Yeah. People die on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mendenhall is the guy who kills them.
Yep. Yeah, he seems to be one of those running backs that doesn't get hit. He does the hitting, right?
Yeah, well, basically everybody that makes contact with him ends up getting injured. It's like, really?
Oh, well. Anyway, and we're also coming fresh off an episode where you rubber duckied me several times.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Because I wasn't allowed to talk about the unmentionable.
Well, that's because I don't want YouTube to, like, delist us or anything, so, like...
They might already be leaning on us hard just for saying Merry Christmas.
Yeah, they might be, you know, that might be a thing.
Yep.
But, you know, we can't have Christmas football without Merry Christmas.
That's right.
When you look at how good an offense is, it all starts with a quarterback.
That's right. It all starts with the quarterback.
Throwing the football for him. He can make the...
Okay, well, that's enough of that. Let's call the toss here and get this thing going. Looks like we won the toss, so I want to defend this end.
Both teams have taken the field and we're ready for...
And the Leopards have elected to receive. So... guess we'll get the defense audibles going here.
Now the offense audibles.
Yep. See, it's so nice to be able to actually decide what plays you want to call as audibles, eh?
Yeah, what an unbelievable revolutionary feature. You'd think that they'd have thought of it by now, but instead they had this thing where in 2012... Oh, wait, we're in 04.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, in Madden 12, you cannot actually choose your audible plays.
Not unless you're using a default playbook.
Yep.
Which kind of defeats the purpose of their custom playbooks.
Yeah. They instead decide what your audibles will be, and your only choice is which one you call.
But thankfully, because we have the dive play, we don't have to worry about that too much.
Yeah, because you just use the dive play.
And the dive play also happens to be one of our audibles, too.
Yeah.
Somehow.
So if you decide you want to do something other than the dive play, you can always go back to it.
That's right. Oh, their center is questionable.
Yeah.
The right tackle is hurt.
Yeah, they got a couple of injuries on the offensive line by the looks of it.
Wow, their right end sucks balls, man. He's worse than a cupcake right end. Although to be fair, cupcake right-ins are pretty good.
Yeah,
Looks like they've got
speaking.
a really menacing defensive tackle there, though. Look at that guy.
Yeah, 97 strength. Wow, he's pretty slow, but...
And they've got okay linebackers. No Charlie Clemens here.
Nope. Look at their corners, they're fast.
Yeah, fast corners, though.
It'll be almost like throwing against a all Madden.
Wow, look at how strong their strong safety is. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
Ryan Madden. He's fast, too. He's as fast as most cornerbacks.
And he hits like a defensive lineman. Who the hell is this guy and where'd he come from?
Yeah, really. And can we get him for next season?
And he's only 22 years old.
Yeah. They must have drafted him.
Must have, except he's not a rookie either. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, he was a rookie player last year, right?
Well, maybe he was on an all-Madden team or something.
Wow, look at that. Their kicker has 16 speed.
Well, he'll be running down there to cover the kicks for sure.
Yeah.
See, when they get real load speed like that, it just underflows, right?
Yeah. Or you just see him with his legs moving while he stands in place.
Actually, what I've noticed is really slow players in this game. They tend to run like they've actually got bricks in their pants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they even have a funny, slightly different animation and everything. Oh, look, Detroit won another game. They're 2-10.
Well, the funny thing is, too, is that in Madden, they introduced like in Madden 05, they introduced another animation for players who are faster than normal, like 99 speed players.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that we covered in one of our Madden 05 replays. Because on the lifers, number 43 has 99 speed. And has that special running animation.
Yep.
Get set. Pressure with the pass.
Well, we're going to get a face mask right off the bat here.
Well, got to get it out of the system early, right?
Grab that face mask while holding him down.
The defender almost pulled his helmet right off.
Second and about 1. Ball on their own 29. The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. The home team using motion. Looking for room. Jones did a nice job on that run.
Well, those guys did a crap job of defending the run there. Wow.
They'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
The home team have a very well-rounded defense, John. An ideal mixture of size and speed, and if they execute their game plan out there, look out.
You're right, they do have a lot of great athletes on this team. But what impresses me is their discipline. This one could turn out to be a long day for the offensive coordinator.
Gets the toss to the right.
Down he goes. Trying to spin back inside, but there was two guys waiting for him there. Okay, well, let's see here.
Giving some cushion on the outside. Hughes, the lone back. Cook, the motion man. Just about a yard on the run.
Okay.
The home team line up with two backs behind the quarterback, loosening up the coverage on the
I never
outside.
looked. Do these guys have any speedy wide receivers?
I think they have one or two.
Dropping back. Pressure coming.
I remember looking at them.
So it's fourth down after a fine defensive.
But they're not
play.
like all Madden fast, they're like quick.
That receiver just didn't show very good concentration on that play. You
Oh,
plan
well,
the
we
play,
got the stop
quarterback
anyway.
Makes a good pass, and poor execution by the receiver means that your offense heads back to the sideline.
And that receiver's going to get good and thoroughly bitched out. Am I going to be able to return this? Yeah.
From the 19.
A little bit anyway.
The offense just about ready to call their first play of the game.
To some degree.
That's the thing, right? If they'd swing the camera around to show the reverse angle, so that you could see from behind the returner. You'd be able to tell if the coverage is closing in or not, right?
Well, that might be why they did that in 05.
Yeah. But
Although then they took the return game out of 05.
Yeah, basically
they improved the camera and then
they basically made it so that they should have just put in a play called fair catch.
Yep. Although we have had success because of punt block man.
Yes, punt block man is basically the only viable way to return a punt in Madden 05.
And it's not even clear why it works.
Well, I think it's because of the man coverage, and I think what
they
happens
jam the
is
receivers.
They jam the guys that they're covering.
Yeah, if they're receivers. Oh,
which is almost kind of sort of like a block, right?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Passes are supposed to make for easy completion. He just dropped it.
So I suspect that's why that works as well as it does. Oh, you got it back, but I think you're 4th and 2 now.
Yeah, I think we made it across the line and then fumbled.
Yeah. When this type of thing is going to happen.
Oh, well. When I saw that left outside linebacker leaning into the gap the way that he was there, I thought you might have trouble there.
Well, I don't know, though. You got a player with 99 carrying, and we made it.
Yeah.
It's just, the game decided we were going to fumble.
Here's the punt. Fair catch called for.
He did the right thing.
However, that being said, the kind of blocking that the AI gets, generally speaking, for punt returns is not really any better than what we get, at least.
Well, part of the reason, too, I think they're getting less blocking is because I'm angling the punts up a bit.
Yeah. But still, even so, that one coverage guy, it looked like he had 2 blockers chasing him there, but neither of them managed to actually put a block on him, right?
4-yard gain there. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
Yeah, that we had the linebacker lean there, didn't we?
He hits his receiver.
I did see, but yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, he leaned across the line of scrimmage.
The defender was a little
that is so annoying.
Come on, Santa, keep your feet planted.
Well, the thing is, why did they even put that in the game? I don't understand. Like,
yeah, it happened to you in Madden 05 the other day, too.
Yeah, it adds absolutely nothing to immersion as far as I'm concerned. All it is it's just a stupid way to get a penalty, right?
Yeah, stand there and play your position now.
Yeah.
To carry it.
Thing is, the penalty can happen, too, if you play like a 3-4 and you shift the linebackers over one way.
Yeah, even some of the vanilla formations can put you in that situation, right?
Or I think a nickel, too, it can happen with.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 41.
And the worst part about the timing of the animation is, it happens to could always happen every single time the quarterback's about to snap the ball.
Yeah.
Hand it off.
Well, I think a lot of times, too, the quarterback just snaps the ball while your guy's leaning, too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And really, why do they need to do that? There's no reason for it. That was just some game developer's idiot idea to put that into the game because they thought that it belonged, and it doesn't.
Sets up, man in motion.
It's just a dumb idea.
Well, it might be something for the middle linebacker to do because, he's not the one who's going to be at risk of jumping offside, but I can't see other linebackers doing it. Like, not every linebacker is going to be sitting there trying to, be the defense quarterback.
I don't know, personally, I think that a lot of that kind of nonsense could have stayed out of the game, and they could have spent those resources to do something to actually make the game play better as a football game, right? Before they start, even back then, back when this game came out in Madden 05, they were still starting to do kind of dumb things, right? that you know, spending resources that they could have better spent, you know, on improving actual gameplay. You know.
Yeah. Well, it's because as the 3D era of gaming came instead of the 2D era, because in 2D there was only so many things you could do, right? And once we perfected 2D technology, things didn't really progress graphically beyond that, right? But with the advent of 3D technology, suddenly everything became a race to make the best graphics ever, and the best looking game ever, and et cetera, right? And to be honest with you, eventually we reached a point in the industry where gameplay took a totally took the back burner with regards to these things.
Huh. Wow. That was close. That guy back there almost touched that ball. I forgot to call a fair catch, right? I'm going to have to remember to do that. Call a fair catch so that my other blockers and so on will clear the hell out of there so they don't accidentally touch the ball, right?
Looks like he's changing the play. Pass play here on first down. Slings it.
Because that's another one of those annoying things that only seems to happen in this game. It doesn't seem to happen in Madden 05, right?
Yeah.
To make even the toughest receptors look simple.
Yeah, they're overly aggressive with their blocking behavior.
Yeah. Even though they don't block worth a shit.
Well, that's how it goes, right?
Well, I think there's somebody hung up there. The guy covering Taylor couldn't get across the formation because he was hung up on that linebacker there. You could see his little feet just running away there. But
that's why I snapped him. I'm like, you know what? I've got an opportunity here.
Yeah. So they picked their own guy. That time he managed to get over there, though.
And he wants to stay out wide, so instead we're going to do this.
Pressure. Throwing.
Oh, and then the lineman will bat it down.
Look at a big old defensive lineman. He does a heck of a job of getting in the passing lane.
Damn lineman.
Down the pass.
Hey, look on the bright side. At least he didn't catch it. Sometimes in Madden 05, linemen will catch those, right?
Changing the play now.
Yellow, 16. Red, 74. 74.
Dropping back, pressure coming, breaking free.
Wow, that was a nice pirouette there before you could start running up the field. Like, why couldn't he just turn to his right?
I don't know, man.
You know, like, why did he have to turn like 360 degrees to his left before he could start to run up the field, right?
It's just how the game is made, man.
Wow.
It's how it's made.
Yeah, that's enough. That though, you probably lost some yardage on that play because of that too.
Probably,
right? Yep. Because you couldn't get started as early as you wanted to.
Looking downfield, he hits his receiver. The 40. And he stopped at the 42.
We got lucky to dodge that linebacker.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I was getting ready to flinch because I thought you were going to try and throw that into the tight end there, but I saw that defender standing in the middle.
Hey, listen, I know I'm bad at passing, but trust me, I'm that bad at passing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, start the play already.
Stops him at the 44. He makes a
hey, at least I didn't take a delay of game.
Yeah. Well, you got positive yards anyways, which gives you a better chance on the next play.
Closing in, throwing.
Wow, you had to kind of lob that one over there because they had the zone defender there, but I saw what you did. Now, so long as they don't challenge that catch.
Apparently not.
Yeah. Does that look close enough that it was possibly, challengeable, right? Because you had to wait for such a long time to actually throw that one.
They'll pass on first down. Slings it to the outside. And he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
See, it's just like a run play. Yeah, short pass for 4 yards, right? It's just like a run play. Well, that might have made things worse.
Dropping back, pressure.
Or not. There.
Yeah, or maybe it didn't make any difference at all.
Oh, we've got a penalty. Hold on.
Nope, there's face mask penalty.
I didn't see any face mask there, did you? I think that's
No,
a phantom face mask.
Yeah, I didn't see a face mask
That
there
was just
either.
one of
But
those stupid penalties.
it looked to me like he grabbed him by the shoulders.
So,
But
first and 10 here. Ball on the 14-yard line. Second play of this drive.
but you can't challenge penalties, right?
Pass play here on first down. Flings it to the outside.
Ah!
The pass brings up second down.
He put the flippers together too soon before the ball got there.
Calling an audible now.
It's okay, we'll throw it out of bounds to Taylor now.
Well, you could throw it to Gibson. Doesn't look like there's too much in the way of obstacles
to
over
Gibson.
there. Yeah, why not?
Somebody thinks I'm going to throw it to Gibson.
Pressure coming. Rolling.
That's never going to happen.
Touchdown.
Gibson is out on the field
Reaching another
to take up
milestone
space.
there. Finds his
Oh,
target in the end
I don't know.
zone.
I threw lots of passes to Gibson last season. He caught most of them.
Line up for the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. Big time drive there, John. More than 10 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown.
The key
So
to
in
that
the
drive was how
Crusaders
they
franchise,
mixed it up
we're
with the
getting
play
very
call.
close to the
Every
end
time
of the
the
season,
defense
too.
thought one thing,
Yeah, we are.
the offense would do
Yep,
another.
just have the Super Bowl to play in.
Got all of that.
Yeah, so go check out our Madden 05 series if you want to see if we win or lose the Super Bowl.
He decides
Yeah,
not to
and
return.
I need to start working on practicing a little bit. I need to find some time to play some practice games because I need to get my new offense polished up a little bit.
Well, we can always take a couple break. We've got 2 other football series going.
Yeah. Well, maybe I just need to find a little bit of time on my own too to figure it out. Because I have got the playbook mostly completed.
Only one man back.
It's just that I have not played a lot of games with it.
Playing back.
Guess you're going to have this revolutionary new playbook, I see.
Well, I don't know how revolutionary or new it will be, but
Dropping back under pressure. The throw. This
Whoa,
pass
that was a nasty tackle, Santa Claus.
very hard
yep.
after getting
Well,
that
you know what?
pass
At least he made him drop it because this is another one of those instant pressure things, you know, like that guy comes through untouched. And in Madden 05, that's a sack because he can't even complete the throwing motion in Madden 05 before he gets hit, right?
Yep.
And this is actually, Madden 05 is where I developed this defense technique, right?
Yep.
And much to my surprise, it does kind of work in Madden 04, except that in Madden 04, the quarterback can release the ball faster.
That's right, yep.
So he was actually able to get rid of it sooner, right?
Well, that's okay, though, because we got some bad Santa behavior there and forced an incomplete pass.
That's right.
to go. Ball on their own 21.
All right?
The
If you
corners
try
are
to
back
catch the
into
ball,
line.
Santa Claus is going to suplex you.
Yeah.
Wilder with a man in motion. Drops back, gets the pass off. Nickerson made a great defensive play. Tipping
Yeah,
the
good
pass.
job,
He has to
Nickerson.
do a better job of looking
Yep,
off
he
the cover
turned out to be a
before he
good
makes a throw like
acquisition.
that.
Like I said, if I could have drafted an outside linebacker as good as him, that middle linebacker, then I would probably play a little bit less nickel defense and a little more 4-3-4, right? Oh, look at this! Oh,
You ran into your own blocker.
ran into my own. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I couldn't decide whether to go outside toward the sideline or to try and run around the left of him, right?
Yep.
Sets up. Ball
And
on
as it turns out, maybe I should have tried running around the outside.
Well, these things happen.
That was still about the best punt return I remember having.
Gets rid of it.
Oh,
Incomplete.
knocked down at the line again.
Did it get knocked down of the line, or did I actually?
Yeah,
it
that
did.
guy jumped up and knocked it down. yeah.
Okay. I thought I'd hit one of my offensive linemen in the head there for a
Second
minute.
down and 10 to go.
Nope, that defender did in fact jump up and bat the ball down.
Looks like he's changing the play.
So anyway, it would have been nice to be able to do that because I don't remember the last time I returned a punt for a touchdown in this game. I think I did it once, maybe twice, like back when this game was much newer and I used to play it a fair bit more.
Pass ball's incomplete. No one there that time. Now it's third down after the incompletion.
Wow. I can't even throw a short curl.
Yep, they're batting them down at the line every time.
7 DBs on the field.
It's okay, they've got man coverage out there.
That's the thing, though, right? You take a short drop, so
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it, now we're not going to be able to make a first down.
you take a short drop so that those defensive ends can't loop around and get you, and then the interior linemen jump up and bat the passes down instead, right?
Yeah, I'll just be a little bit more deliberate with my button presses.
Wow. There, you managed to get that one over him, and that's a touchdown.
There, that timeout was totally a strategic timeout, right?
That's right.
I was totally coming out, and then I
you-
did something different.
Yeah, I could see that you completely planned that.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
The point after is good. Big
Yeah, you can disorient a good defense by playing too slow.
And the kickoff
Yeah.
team comes out onto the field.
Well, you don't need to save the timeouts for me in this game like you need to in Madden 12, because I don't need the timeouts to avoid,
Downfield.
like players caught out of position and that kind of thing.
Holding.
Nothing happened for the offense. On
That
the
guy
right
was
side.
grabbing onto me horizontally.
He was. See, I would play more 3-4 if I had
They'll go from the I formation.
a faster
Some cushion
guy
on the outside.
at outside linebacker, right?
Man in motion.
But when they're playing one wide receiver like this, well, then I'll play 3-4.
9-yard gain.
Because I think it's supposed to be better against the run, although
Theoretically.
that turned out to be not the case
Ball on
that
their own
time.
31. The corners playing off a bit.
Especially when I was playing just one deep as well.
Drops back.
I was basically just assuming
Incomplete pass.
that they were running the ball on that play.
That's what I like to see. A defensive
Well,
player
let's
putting
see
a good look
here.
at a guy to force the drop pass.
And here's a look at each team's success on third down so far.
Third down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means that your offense is making big plays when they need them.
Going to the left.
Toss.
They'll bring him down at the 35-yard line. Nice job picking up enough to convert for the first down. First and 10. Ball on their own 35. Get at him, Pete. Fire out. Hughes.
Oh.
Good pickup of about 6.
Well, they seem to want to try and run the ball a little bit here.
The corners playing off a bit. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Not a whole
Apparently.
lot on that carry. He'll take
Yep.
himself out of the game for a play or two.
Well, I guess that guy got tired already.
Yep, he got tired.
Going to the left.
Yep, he's not going to have enough
Nope,
room.
there's like a...
Oh, look at that. I can either accept it or I'll decline the penalty because it's fourth down. They'll have to punt anyway.
Yeah, you don't want them throwing a hot potato long bomb.
Uh-oh.
no, it's Mr. Grumpy.
He looks even grumpier.
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully he's okay because he's a very key player.
He's punting for the 4th time tonight. Here's the kick.
You know what? I think this guy has been out-kicking his coverage.
Open field. Keeps his feet moving.
Right, basically, that's
Yeah,
why.
because you don't get any blocking. You can just return them because...
Yeah, because he out-kicks the coverage, right?
Let's check in with
Well,
Bruised
he's out.
ribs.
He's out for this game, so I guess I'll have to have a look and see who I've got in there.
But as of now, his return is doubtful.
I imagine that the dime guy will probably get promoted.
Yep. I think he's speedy, too.
Yeah, he is.
He's just not as smart.
He'll pass on the first down.
Well, I use him.
Come on, Stuart.
To tell you the truth, more often than not, I use him as a blitzer in a lot of my dime defenses, right?
Yep.
So for the most part, he doesn't have to think too much. It's just go and get whoever has the ball, right? And because of his speed, he seems to be, good at that kind of thing, right? Well, that's going to be a big gain. Oh,
I tried to switch to turn at the last second.
At the last second, but
didn't work.
Yeah, well, you know what though? That is actually a bit of a guessing game. Like on those rare occasions when you're able to do it, not just once but multiple times in the same play. It's just because you guessed right at the timing, right? It's tough to actually see that, because quite often by the time you see him make a move, you're already too slow, right?
How about that speed? Great individual effort.
Not only did the quarterback show off his strong
All right,
arm,
we're on the
the
3.
receiver displayed some amazing
Gonna try
soft
some
hands.
running game now, or
Great
what?
throw with an
Yeah,
even
well, we
better
want to make
catch.
sure this takes
It's
as
always
long
an easy
as
way to pick up
possible.
first down.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
See, that's one thing that they added in Madden 05 that I don't think they have in this one is the player morale system, right? Like you don't have player egos and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Calling an audible now.
Although I can't say I really cared about that one way or the other.
Yeah, all that does is it's just,
It means we have to sign new backups every few seasons.
yeah, because the old ones get unhappy and then they quit.
They'll go with the run once again.
You can't outrun that guy, and they're not going to call that face mask.
They have great size and quickness up front. That allows them to hold up.
That's okay,
against
we'll
the
use
run,
up lots and lots of
also
clock.
giving them the speed
Yeah.
to rush the passer when they drop back to pass.
Quarterback sneak. Touchdown. Visiting team.
He bounced around like a ping pong ball there.
Yeah. It's amazing how a guy that wide can fit through such a small gap, eh?
Yep. Well, how does he get down the chimney?
Yeah, that's true.
Extra point.
Because he's able to magically make himself skinnier for momentarily.
He just deforms.
Yeah.
It's up.
Alright, it's like silly putty.
Point is good.
There you go, Santa Claus silly putty.
That results in a touchdown. And this game is
Nobody wants to know what that
getting out of
looks
hand.
like.
This defense has a solid core of players. They just don't seem to be playing very well in this one. They still have to go, and maybe they can turn things around. But they have to find a way to swing the momentum in their favor.
And you got all of that one. A great game.
Well, he would have been better off taking the touchback on that play.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's see what our depth chart looks like here now. At cornerback. Okay, so we had Smith and Rich. Hales will be out, so Castle and Ingram. Okay. Well, Castle is super fast. But he's awful at catching, so maybe what we'll do is we'll swap Hales for Ingram, hey?
He was also awful at catching, but less so.
But less so, yeah. It's going to kind of hamper things a little bit, but anyway, I guess. Ingram is about the same speed as Hales, so...
And we go back to the game. Gets the pass off.
Oh, that was out of bounds.
And that
Yep.
brings up second down.
He threw that one out of bounds.
So it's 2nd and 10. And the halfback picks up about 3.
Well, that's okay. Down by 3 touchdowns, go ahead and run the ball.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that too.
Only one man back. Tosses it out to the left. Interesting play call there, John.
That's kind of a give-up play. Defense had really had their number today. Maybe they're afraid they would have turned it over.
They just gave up on that drive.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that they need to maybe make a bit more of an effort to pass.
Yeah, give-up play. That was a give-up drive.
Yeah. We'll call a fair catch on that one because it looks like I'm not going to return it.
Yeah, he really didn't overkick the coverage there.
No. No, that's the only explanation. I don't think I was getting any better blocking or anything like that. I think he was just kicking it further down the field faster, right?
Well, that was some fantastic blocking.
Yeah.
It looked a little weird, but it worked.
Number 9, directing traffic. Closing in, throwing short.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised you got that away.
The coverage on that play, John.
That receiver makes all of his receptions look easy.
About 4 to go. Ball on their
I'm
own
surprised they
48.
didn't challenge that because I'm pretty sure it bounced.
You think he caught it on a short hop?
I do.
Changing the play now. Drops back, pressure with the pass, and the catch is made.
Keyword will come through for us.
There as they pick up the first down.
Yeah, even though he
his
doesn't catch very well either.
43 catching.
But, yeah.
But he was totally uncovered. Not that that makes a difference in this game.
Yeah, I don't know what the criteria for, where you have a wide receiver with like 80 catching who will drop an uncovered pass. And then you have a running back with 43 catching who will...
Holding. Oh, face mask.
Who will catch several passes in a row, right?
So it's a 50
by Mr. Coffee.
Incidental 5-yard
Mr. Coffee didn't get his coffee this morning. That's what's wrong with him.
Or a little too much coffee, maybe.
Yeah, or maybe a little too much coffee. He's sitting there twitching and foaming at the mouth.
Yep.
Looking for room. 2, maybe 3 yards on the ground for the fullback. He sees something in the defense.
Oh.
That was an amazing play. Just the way it was drawn up.
That's because the defense did a good job anticipating.
Yeah, well, it looked to me like there was one linebacker was unaccounted for, but that other player came from, I don't know.
He didn't have to be, though, because if the center goes this way, he can block him. If everybody trades this way. But nobody did. Or if the left tackle here trades this way, then this guy can go block him. But no.
We'll go back to the play on the field.
That's because this is a passing game. We pass in Madden 04. Because that's just how the game is made.
Dropping back, pressure coming, throws it, he finds his man. And yet another reception to his total.
Jeez, man, did you have to do that weird rotation when you went down? This could be 4th and 1 right now.
Yep. Yeah, it's funny how they, they all seem to have to run in the opposite, like almost like they have to turn in the same direction that their curl goes in, You
think that's what it is?
Well, because on that previous play where you had the guy on the right side running the curl, and he turned like a 3/4 turn around to his left before he could keep running ahead, right?
Yep.
And I mean, that's the direction that he turned in order to turn around in the curl, right? So it's almost like, yeah, they can't turn around to their left and then catch the ball and then turn to their right. They have to turn around to their left some more. And on the other side of the formation, it's the opposite, right?
Yeah, just weird movement quirks, I guess.
Yeah.
Wiley sets up. Under pressure.
Well.
He did a great job getting to the quarterback.
Well, and that'll keep the clock running.
Now in second and long after the sack. Closing in with the throw to the 20. A display of great hands on that catch.
That receiver has all the tools.
It's third down, 2 to go. Ball on their own 28, loosening up the coverage on the outside. Only one man back, going to the left. Lost about a yard. So as we get set for the punt, let's take a look at our returners' stats. So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. 2 minutes to go.
Well, that's the 2-minute warning.
Number 52 gets set for the return as we take a look at his numbers. Here's the punt. Fair catch.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart.
Well, I'm happy I got a couple of good returns today. More than usual, anyway.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Traffic.
Yellow, 74. Red, 16. Yellow, 16. Yellow, 16.
Stubborn.
Yeah, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish there, obviously it's just not happening.
I just want them to move the line closer together, or to one side or the other.
As they have the ball. He sees something.
Yeah, the game is kind of designed against that, though, because the way that 4-man pass rush works in this game, those defensive ends tend to line up wide so that they can get around the tackles, right?
He never hesitated.
Yeah, but that's okay.
That was quite a throw. This guy's been blessed with a golden arm. Hey, this is why you run those 2-minute drills in practice for a situation like this. The only difference is this isn't the scout team defense.
Drops back under pressure. The throw. Stewart is there again. Always
I had to throw that a little earlier than I wanted, but that's because that linebacker was going to come around
Defense
free.
can't afford to take too many gambles. They're going for a pick, and they should just.
Yeah, it looks like they had the lineman playing the flat there, too.
Yep.
closing in. Gets the pass off, and it's complete. Number 9 has been perfect on this drive.
Yeah, what happens? You get into a rhythm. The way this guy's throwing,
He's got 200 yards receiving in the first half.
Calling an audible. Passing on first down. Throwing. He finds his man.
Number 9 is going to order a number 9 after this game.
In there for the score.
The receiver ran a perfect route, and he turned around just in time to see the ball and make the catch.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point.
Well, that was pretty easy. You didn't have any trouble moving the ball there at all.
Nope.
Here's the kickoff team.
That one's going to be a little short.
From the 1.
Well, you're probably leading the league in touchbacks anyway. And
Holding.
they've got a holding penalty.
And with halftime almost here, they figure to run out the clock. It's 1st and 10.
They run a dive play, and then they call a timeout, or they hurry up offense, and then run another dive play.
Yep.
Give it all you got, D. Come on.
This one is handed off. Gain of about a yard by the fullback.
Or they'll actually just give up.
Yep. I think that was pretty much them giving up here in the first half.
Drop back. Drop. We'll see. I don't know.
They probably won't even run this play. They'll probably just let the clock run out. Yep, well, been a pretty lopsided game so far here in the first half. But it must be time for the halftime stretch.
Indeed.
So here we go.
And we're back.
Yes, and it's been a rather uneventful first half.
And welcome back. Let's take a look at
The
our
Leopards
halftime
just haven't been able to really
Here's the
get
kickoff.
anything going on offense, and they've put up very little resistance on the defensive side of things.
Indeed.
From the 3-yard line. The visiting team will start the drive from the 21. Looks like he's calling an audible.
16, 3, 25. Come on,
Pass play here on first down. Gets the pass off. Another great catch, and that's lucky 7. 2nd and 6.
He's going to get a lot of catches in this game.
Ball on their own 25.
Yep.
Directing traffic.
So have you thought about who you want to draft at the end of this season for your defense next season?
For my Santa Claus defense?
Yeah.
Pressure. Going short to his left. He hits his
No,
receiver.
not really.
Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chain.
But I was happy with the old defense, too, so... I know you found them absolutely dreadful.
Well, I think I improved them personnel-wise, at least. You have a better linebacker in the middle now,
He sees something in the defense.
and you have a little more speed on the outside. And at safety, right?
Dropping back. Pressure coming. Looking for an option.
Oh.
Time.
See, if I were
By McDonald.
drafting for another defensive player, I think on my wish list would be another right outside linebacker with characteristics similar to that middle linebacker that I drafted this season. And on offense, I think I want a speedy wide receiver and maybe another offensive lineman.
Don't you love those crossing routes?
Well, you waited for a long time for that one.
Yeah, but we needed the yardage.
Yeah.
It's surprising how deep a 5-yard in actually ends up being when you finally throw it, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of that is the run after the catch thing, right? I know I used, short ins like that quite a bit in season 1 as well, but I often combine those with motion to prevent the jam, right?
Yeah.
So I would move a receiver, say, from, I'd give him an out, and then I'd move him from the right to the left, and then as soon as he got into the slot area in the left, that's when I would snap the ball, right? And usually that would help him to get away from the man covering him.
That's a good job.
Or vice versa. A receiver on the left, you give him the short out, and then you motion him to the right, and it becomes a short in, right?
Yep. See, we could have got a penalty there, but the play was already stopped.
Yeah.
By the time I made contact with that guy.
Yeah.
Hand it off.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they got it back.
At least it rolled backwards.
Yeah.
That's a heads-up play. You always need to keep your eyes open because you never know when something like this is going to happen.
2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball on their own 26. Backing off. Wiley sets up. With the pass.
Oh, going for the bomb.
Not going to get it either.
He couldn't bring that pass in.
Maybe
He just couldn't bring that pass in while he was getting run down from behind.
Well, the thing is that even if they complete that pass, at least it's not going to go any further, right?
Yep.
When you convert on third down, you keep three things. You keep your drive going.
Hey, look at that. See that?
Nice.
On the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
McAllister, he's there with the sack.
That was a great defense.
See, but what I did different here this time is watch what I did with this defensive tackle, right? I kind of moved them around there and confused them a little.
Yep.
And it's almost like the halfback that's supposed to be blocking over there didn't really know what to do.
And he just blew his assignment.
And he just blew his assignment. And that allowed McAllister there to get around the
And we go back to the game.
outside and get a sack.
Number 52 will try to improve upon those numbers on this punt return.
I found that if you do that little looping move with, even if you don't have an angle blitz assignment, you can still do that kind of loop a little bit.
From the 44-yard line.
Oh, you're going to tack a little more on? Yeah.
Yep.
You can still do that little bit of loop even if you just have a straight pass rush, right?
Yep.
And sometimes it can create confusion and havoc in the offensive line, right?
Number 9, directing traffic. Receives the handoff. He's taken down at the 36-yard
A quality run.
Yeah, I think that guy was just waiting for you in the gap there.
No, he actually came over to the gap. It was like he was hard-coded to travel there.
Oh, well, maybe you'll have to try a different gap next time.
But they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
Hand it off to the fullback. He has room.
Wow, look at that. You got that guy. He actually blocked 2 players that time.
Good thing, too.
Nice job.
We got very lucky on the blocking there.
Allowing
Yep.
him to get a good run for a first down.
Directing traffic. Sensi. Fumble.
Come on!
That's definitely a fumble too.
Boy,
He was,
oh boy.
he was standing upright when that ball came
There's
out.
nothing you can do about that.
Nope, there really isn't anything
There's
that
no
you can
two-hands
do.
button in this game.
Maybe they only kick a field
There's
goal,
nothing
but they
you can
usually
do
get something. That's
about
a heck
that.
of a lot better than coming away with no points at all.
Hand off to the tailback. That's a 3-yard gain.
Well,
Only one man back.
that one's going to hurt your red zone scoring percentage a little bit.
The corners playing
Just
back.
dumb.
Dropping back. Pressure.
Oh,
Breaks free.
Here's what happens. You get a guy who can move around back there.
Scrambling a little bit, hey?
And they forget about the quarterback. And he gets past that marker and picks up a first down.
The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. Going to the air on first down. He did a great job of making something out of nothing on that play.
The coach will tell his quarterback that if nothing's open and you see some room, take off and get some yards.
Man in motion. Under pressure, flings it to the outside. And it's complete.
Oh, look at this.
look at this.
It's
Yeah.
the worker. He's at the point. He's
And
Nice.
that's a touchdown.
And Rich gets a rushing touchdown.
Yep.
The only thing worse than a turnover.
Well,
is
so
a
long as they don't
turnover
challenge
that
it and
leads to a
overturn it.
touchdown.
No, there's no way. I saw that fumble.
Number 1 comes in to attempt the point after. The kick is up. The point after is good.
The defense of the Elves scores another touchdown. I think we got about 5 this season now.
Yep.
Booming kick downfield. They'll choose to just down this one and start at the 20. The home team.
Well, I ran somebody over while I was running down there.
At the 20-yard line.
I couldn't see that I was running them over, but I ran them over.
Yeah.
Wiley gets set. Man in motion. It's the toss to the right.
And one of the reasons I like this formation for defending the run so much is because I can get basically pretty much, if you count this guy too, 8 guys in close to defend the run, right? While still having 2 deep safeties and having the pass defenders play a cushion, right?
Yep.
And we're back.
You know, like you get kind of a crap pass rush out of this more often than not.
Corners playing back.
But if you're going up against a team that's trying to run against you, it does seem to work pretty well.
Closing in, rolling. This pass
That's just a drop.
That one
Yeah.
hit him in the hands, but he just couldn't hang on.
Pretty good play call on that one. Everything happened just as it's drawn up. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Ain't got nothing. Get out of here. Bring the pain. Take him out.
Pressure, throws it, incomplete.
Well, I managed to get that guy through there, but it looks like the halfback must have picked him up that time. Yeah, the halfback got a piece of him there, and then somehow that right guard seems to manage to come around there and be part of that too. But
Let's get back to the action on the
pressure
field.
is pressure. And if it made him hurry the pass a little bit, I guess so much the better.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the kick. And he waves for the fair catch.
There was no need to try and return that one. So he made the right decision there.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 38.
So it's interesting. Some things from Madden 05 work in Madden 04, and some things don't.
Hand it off to the back. The running back gets about 3.
Well, you know, I still run the same offensive and defensive playbooks in both of them.
Yeah.
More or less.
Well, some of the plays that I like, some of the formations that I run in my defense are the same as what I'm running in Madden 05 right now, but not everything is the same because not everything that I do in Madden 05 works here, right?
Looking to run it here. Loss of around 2. 3rd down and long coming up
Well,
here.
I tried.
Ball on their
Yep.
own 39.
You just couldn't outrun that guy.
Directing traffic.
Blue, 25. Yellow, 58. Yellow, 74. Green, 58. Give it all you got.
Tucks it away.
Terrible blocking.
It's up
Yeah.
about 4 yards.
Yeah, it's funny against a like a dime or something like that pass defense. You'd expect to be able to do a little
They're
better
calling for the
on the
punter
ground
again.
just because
His
they're
third
not
kick
expecting
tonight.
it, right?
Well, that's okay. We can run a bunch of time off the clock here.
Yeah, well, it's not like this is a very close game or anything.
Here's the punt.
Well, he's not going to call a fair catch either.
Fields the punt and has some open.
Well, look at this.
Return there. That
What are the
was
odds?
really
Yeah.
Hey, he showed some good vision there. You have to see the entire field in an instant and just take off towards the open field. Got him a nice return for their team.
Well, I guess they'll get one every now and then anyways.
Yep. It's going to happen.
It's the toss to the left. Lost about a yard. It's 2nd down and a long way to go. Ball on their own 39. Giving some cushion on the outside.
Hit him low.
Wiley sets up.
Back off, DB.
Drops back. Pressure coming. Slings it out.
Ooh.
This one falls incomplete. Third down.
Almost.
Coming after the
Almost.
incomplete
Could have been a backward pass, but
The corners are giving a bit of a cushion.
You got him. Cowboy.
Under pressure
Oh,
with the pass.
well,
With the adjustment.
he got rid of it before I could get him, but I finally managed to do that, right? You know how I'm always trying to hit that gap there?
Yep.
And I actually managed to do it this time, but he managed
Nice.
to throw it away before I could get him.
That's okay though. He had to throw it short.
Number 52 gets set for the return as we take a look at his numbers. Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt.
They're running the clock down.
Yeah,
Here's the punt.
That was horrible.
yep, that was not a good
The
punt.
officials are trying to determine where it went out of bounds.
You basically got it back at almost the same place you had it before you punted last time.
Number 9.
They didn't even manage to really change the field position much.
Dropping back to pass on a first down. Looking for a receiver.
Oh, wow, look at
The
that.
quarterback down behind the line for the first time tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah, he just wouldn't release it.
yep. Hey, at least it didn't turn into a fumble.
15 for the first. Ball on their own 24.
I don't know. Sometimes you just get those super long throw animations. I don't know why.
Calling an audible now.
16.
Yeah, that's just like every pass you make in Madden 05, right?
Yeah, except it's only certain ones in this game.
Yeah.
Dropping
Like, I don't know why I
back.
couldn't get rid of that.
Guns it to the right side. Here's an open.
Well,
30. Play
that
was
turned out to be a big gain.
perfection.
And when we were watching them in practice, they were running this play. That's almost one of those sandlot type of deals where you go long and I'll get it to you.
They see something in the defense.
See, Taylor there, he's the fastest wide receiver on the team, and he's basically like John Mike Houston, right?
Yep.
But if we had a speed guy out there too,
And he's tackled
along
at
with
the
this,
36-yard
like
line. 4
wealth
yards
of running backs that this team has already, and if we shored up the offensive line a little bit,
36-yard line.
we'd probably run wild over just about everybody we played, eh?
Possibly.
Uh-oh.
Wow, that was horrible.
I could see that coming.
How could you see that coming?
Well, because
We got
he's-
1, 2, 3 blockers
yeah,
out
but
there.
you see, they didn't trade right though, because
that guy's going for the safety.
yeah, well,
and-
really, 71 there should have been the guy who picked up the lineman, and then 70 should have picked up that linebacker, right? But
yeah, it was total nonsense.
yeah, there was nobody on that linebacker. It's almost like no one was assigned to block him, right?
The home team line up in the quarter defense. Here's a look at the third down success rate of each team.
Third down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
Jacksonville looking for the pass as they line up with 7 defensive backs.
Well, I guess they have the quarter defense out there.
Dropping back, throwing, turn, he has it.
Didn't help.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look at
It never
They're in a
does.
hole here
No.
on third down. And they come through with this perfect play.
But it doesn't matter how many
Gives them a
defensive
first,
backs you got out
keeps
there
your
if you don't
drive
play the
going.
right coverage.
Number 9.
What I absolutely can't believe is that nobody seems to be able to cover an out pattern in one-on-one coverage, right?
Just can't do it.
Yeah.
Pressure with the throw.
See? Can't do it.
Yeah.
Catch is made.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who you
Always
throw it
very
to.
composed in the pocket,
No one
John.
seems to be able to
Nothing
cover
right
that
outside.
pattern.
Yeah, when you talk about guys that can handle the pressure and
Well, to
find
be
the
fair,
open
I
receiver,
designed that
this is
pattern
the
from the
kind of
ground
guy
up to
you're
work
talking about.
in Madden 2005 against an all Madden team with the sliders maxed out on all Madden
Looks
difficulty.
like he's calling
Yeah.
an audible.
That's actually how I designed most of these pass routes. Unfortunately, I can't design pass plays as well as I can design pass routes. And so while all of my pass routes are great, all of my pass plays
Quarterback had
suck.
an open lane to throw the pass, and
Yes,
he got
but
it in there for
you,
a
you
touchdown.
can see that legacy, though, in my offense, because I actually, I think, am pretty good at designing pass plays. And I have actually plagiarized several of your pass routes in order to design my passing offense.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess if people want to see what my pass routes really can do, they want to watch your offense.
Well,
Defense
in
was on the field for a
the
long
last
time,
season
they
of the
just couldn't stop
Crusaders,
it.
when I
Give
threw
credit
for
to
over
their
6,000
offense.
yards,
Doing
well,
such a great job
you know
of
what?
executing.
A lot of that passing was using pass routes that were pretty much originally designed by you. It's just that I use them in different combinations than you do.
Yeah.
A knee in the end zone, and they'll start the drive at the 20. Wiley sends a man in motion. About a 2-yard gain here. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball on their own 21. The corners are giving.
See,
a
I
bit
think
of a cushion.
that 3-4 with the one deep scheme there, I think that's actually a pretty good
Under pressure,
run
throwing.
defense, right?
Right to him. After hauling in
Yep.
that pass, he now has 3 in the game.
It's just that if they have more than one wide receiver out there, it's a bad idea to call it, right? Because I just have visions in my head of
Giving some cushion on the
a
outside.
wide receiver running down the sideline or running a corner route or something with no safety help over top, right?
Closing in, throws it, and he steps out of bounds.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds
29.
short.
Benson
Why
pulls
did he
in
do
this
that?
pass, making his
I have no
4th
idea.
catch of the game. So as we get set for the
It
punt,
didn't look
let's
to
take
me
a
like
look
he
at
was
our
being pushed out or
returners'
anything. He
stats.
just stepped out.
It's just something he did, man.
Yeah.
So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the kick.
Well, we'll have to call a fair catch on this one.
He did the right thing. Concentrated and caught the ball.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 43. Number 9 sees something. in the
See, it looks
defense.
like man coverage, but I don't think it is.
No? Oh well, they're leaving the middle open there. Throw to Jones over the middle. The way that's what I read on that before you even called the first audible. I thought you were just going to run that play and throw the in, right?
I'm not as good at reading these things as you are.
Well, I mean, you know what? I'm not perfect
Looks like
either, but
he's
when I
changing the
see
play.
in the middle, the only 2 players in the middle are spaced so widely apart that they're lined up outside the tackles on both sides. You know, then that tells me that there's probably going to be a good-sized void in the middle of the field, right?
At the 30. The quarterback lets it go.
You know, unless they do something tricky like have one of those guys playing a spy or something, right?
To do a good
Yep.
job of reading the defense.
That all you got? Yeah. Set.
See, here, I wouldn't throw that in because at least one of those 2 linebackers is covering your halfback blocker there, right?
Going to the air on 1st down. He surveys the field, trying to buy some time. Brings it down, looking to run.
Well, you managed to get something positive out of that anyway.
There you go. It's a run play on first down.
Discipline by the
But
defense.
that's one of the
Stayed in their
drawbacks to
lane.
leaving the
They got
halfback
to him
in to block
before
is
he
that
could
if
even
they
get going.
have a man covering him, well, then that man covering him will convert to a coverage scheme, right?
That's why you leave both halfbacks in the block.
See, here again, it looks like you might have a void in the coverage here,
Under pressure,
right?
fires it out to the right, and he hits his target. He's inside the 10. They'll move the sticks with that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right on the money. They're just out there playing a little pitch and catch.
1st down and goal to go.
Set. Yo.
Looks like he's changing the play.
Blue 74. Bring that pain, baby. Bring the pain. Give it all you got.
This one is handed off. Rumbles it
Well,
in
he
for
made a
yard
little bit of
gain.
forward progress.
Yeah, by getting hit as soon as he took the handoff.
Yeah, but he fell forward at least. I can't believe your season average for rushing is still almost 100 yards a game.
Yeah, even in Madden 04, that should tell you how effective our rushing attack actually is.
Yeah. Well, though I'm surprised that that average is still that good because you've been struggling to run the ball a little bit the last few games, right? Because we've been playing against all those good all Madden
He
teams.
tucked that ball
Yep.
away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
In fact, we've played 4 games against all Madden teams so far this season, right? So I suspect that your rushing average might be a bit better if we hadn't had that many super strong opponents, right?
Well, then I also ended up passing a lot more in this game than I had to, probably.
Yeah, well, it's because you're playing sort of the way that you've been trained into it.
Yeah, except kind of on autopilot in this game.
Yeah.
These guys really don't have a strong defense.
No, they don't appear to.
Stay after him.
Well, they definitely like that big set, right? They play that big set quite a bit.
Now that's how you're supposed to play. Don't stop. Keep going until you reach the ball carrier.
The corners playing back.
Get him low.
Closing in.
Ah, not this
With that
time.
sack, he now has 2 tonight. After the sack, they'll be looking at 3rd and long here. The corners are backing off.
That was more of a failed scramble attempt rather than a sack, really, but okay.
Pressure, throwing. He hits his receiver, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 25. Number 52 gets set for the return as we take a look at his numbers. Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. And he
Okay,
signals
see
the
that?
fair
How
catch.
those blockers immediately stop?
Yep,
right.
They just give up.
That's what you have. That's why it's important to call that fair catch, even if you have no intentions of trying to field the ball, right? Because at least it makes those guys stop and stay away from the ball.
Changing the play now.
58.
This one is handed off. Straight ahead for a gain of a couple.
Set. Get to the ball. Come on, giddy up.
Gives the ball off. About a 2-yard gain by the fullback.
Huh.
Yeah, stingy, huh?
Yep.
Get in there. Ain't nothing.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
Sideline to sideline. Catch the ball, man. That's all you.
Drops back. Pressure coming. Gets the pass.
Oh, come on, man.
He made the right read,
You
ran
can't
the right
drop
route,
those.
but he ended up with 2 hands full of air.
Yeah, he dropped it all right. He was wide open too. That was basically an open drop,
So
right?
bring it out, and they'll line up to punt.
Terrible.
Yeah. Oh well, at least the score is 52-0. It's not like that was an important play or anything.
That was an important play, and now they're going to come back. Kickoff or punt return for a touchdown.
Nope. No punt return
Oh, I
for a
think that was
touchdown
Santa
there.
Claus
Yeah.
running into the guy.
Yep. I'm thinking that I could almost start playing some dime
Ball
defense
on their
here.
own 15. Giving some cushion on the
Because
outside.
I really just don't think I'm going to be seeing that much more run from these guys.
Carr, the motion man. Display to the right.
But on the other hand,
2-yard pickup on the toss.
oh well. We'll keep the dime defense out there.
The corners playing off a bit.
We'll see. Gas.
Only one man back. Drops back. Throwing. Great throw. Just about a 3-yard gain.
Good job.
Only one man in the backfield.
We'll see.
Dropping back under pressure.
Oh,
Wiley
he's
sliding
running
their
again.
feet first.
Well, he slid at that time. Came up a little short.
Yep.
So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the kick.
Well, he outkicked the coverage again.
Yeah, well, it looks like I actually got a little bit of a block there, too,
Watch here as
on
he's
that
able
one
to avoid
coverage
the
guy,
blocker
right?
and
See
get in there
that?
and make the tackle. Now that's how you're supposed to play. Don't stop. Keep going until you reach the ball carrier.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Hand it off.
Oh, I tripped over that guy when he got pushed down.
The ball is right at midfield. Number 9. Get set. He sees something in the defense.
Well, you can either have defensive lineman out there in space or linebacker out there in space.
I'm going to try the linebacker because he's on the tight end.
Number 37.
Wow, where are my blockers out there trying to go for the corner? They all both went for the safety. That does not help you guys.
The home team line up in the quarter defense. Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
58. Get at him, D. Let's go. Come on.
That's a strange looking coverage.
They got nothing.
Almost looks like there's
And
no
we've
one
reached the
covering
2-minute
Taylor in that play.
Maybe not.
Now it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
94. Take him out.
Number 9.
74.
Directing traffic.
Green.
Same coverage again.
Yep. Yeah, see that? It looks like there's nobody covering Taylor.
The ball. Snake eye.
Gets the pass off. Right on target. Tackle at the 38. Jones.
I saw the
Very
linebacker
effective thus far.
go towards
5
Taylor there,
yards.
so I threw to
Couldn't
Jones.
get
Yeah,
another first
must have
to
been
run out the clock.
like one
They'll
of
have
those
to punt.
zone defenses where they rotate a little bit.
Yep.
You know, like they don't just drop straight back from where they are.
Punter heads in for the 5th time.
And those can be kind of tricky to read because you don't realize that they're actually doing it until you actually take the snap and then you see them move, right?
Yep.
I guess that's one of the ways they can disguise a zone defense to try to make it look like a man defense, you know?
A high kick. Fair
He's
catch.
going to let it bounce. Yay, you finally did it.
Yeah, I just let it
Defense
hit
is
me.
trying to force
Yeah.
a turnover, which would put an end to this game right now. Loosening up the coverage on the outside.
Boy, they love that twin tight end thing, hey?
Wiley gets
Yep.
set. Man in motion.
Mad dog goes.
Maybe they think that it's Madden 12.
Goes
Yeah,
over.
maybe.
And
Except
it's
they're not
complete.
running
He
very
connects
much with it.
again, and the receiver catches his 3rd ball of the game.
That's all you.
Hey, come on, get over there. What are you doing? Jeez.
Tackled behind the line by
See
number
that? I had
43.
that was a cornerback. How does a cornerback get trapped offside? Like, how does that even
Pulled the
happen?
defense offside and got the first down.
God, I
And
hate the
here
hurry
is
up
a
offense in
situation
this
where you
game.
can't lose. The defense gets pulled off sides, which
That is so
basically
stupid.
gives you
Oh,
a free
well.
play. Even if you miss, you still get the first down.
To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. He wanted to make something happen there.
Yeah, and the defense was patient and he didn't
Hurry
let
up,
him
get
the
outside.
first. You know what this does? It keeps one defense on the field.
Boneheads.
It doesn't let him get the right personnel in there sometimes.
With the throw, and he hits his target. Tackle at the 21-yard line.
Oh, okay.
Holding.
Well, we'll take the penalty because it'll stop the play and I can get everybody lined up on the right side of the line of scrimmage this time.
A team has to show discipline and execute properly out there. If they don't, they'll find it's much harder
Well, we'll
to
keep the
overcome
dime
other
defense
team
out there.
and get a win. They're going to need to pass here, and they're not worried about first downs anymore. They need big gains and a quick score.
Under pressure, gets rid of it, and this pass is completed.
Well, there's a
Mason
big
is
game.
having a big game with 5 catches now.
They're running out of time
Yeah.
and downs. It's time for them to call their best play before it's too late.
I think it's too late, Al and John. It's already too late.
Slings it to the outside.
It was pretty much too late at halftime.
You know, you gotta think about it, right? Even if any of these guys can run like a
When it's third
4.4...
down, you
Come
need
on,
to
get
make
up.
sure
Get
you
over
move
there.
the ball
Well,
past the marker
jeez.
somehow. You got to think that anything less is a bad play or bad execution.
Breaks free.
Oh, they made the first down there, eh?
It's okay, it won't matter.
Yeah, 2-1. They can't even get the snap off here. Well, that was not a terribly challenging game, I have to say.
Yeah, it was a pretty easy game.
This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying
But I
goodbye
passed way
for
more than I needed
EA
to.
Sports.
Yeah, well, that's okay. You might as well keep being used to it because there's going to be more games where you're going to have to play that way than not. I haven't actually figured out the magic for the run game in this game either yet, right? I don't actually do any better on the ground than you do in Madden 04.
Oh, well.
Because it's designed, I think, to be tough against the run, right? Anyway, there we go. You managed to get 55 yards on the ground, and you threw for 401 yards.
Yeah, I
So-
was just kind of on autopilot this game.
Yeah. Well, you had the one fumble that got lost there, and other than that, pretty much everything went your way. And the Leopards did make a bit of an effort to run the ball. They couldn't really do very much in, going through the air. So there you go. Santa Claus had a 142.7 rating with 4 touchdowns, completing 80% of your passes.
Yep. Mostly that out.
Yep. And you had 7 carries for 25 yards there and 12 carries for 22 yards. You know what? Your average per carry, that just is an indicator right there, right, of how this game is designed. Like you just can't run against anybody.
I mean, I'd be happy with 3.5 yards a carry.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, that's only one guy for 7 carries. The guy you gave the ball to 12 times averaged less than 2 yards, right? So, and Taylor caught 15 passes and Stewart caught 10, and you gave Jones a few catches as well. So, there you go.
Heward caught one.
Yeah, Heward caught 1, Sensi caught 1, and Iannacone dropped 1. And Stewart also dropped 3 passes this game. And Santa Claus had 15 tackles. Wow, 5 tackles for a loss and 2 sacks,
Yep.
as well as a forced fumble. And then we had McAllister, the other linebacker on the outside over there. See, Hale started off to have a good game until he got hurt. And it was McAllister who got the sack from the other side. No interceptions. So, you know what? These guys, again, their offense may not have been able to do very much, but they took, except for that one fumble, they took pretty good care of the ball.
Yep.
They didn't throw any interceptions and that kind of thing, but I think, again, it's because less talented offenses don't seem to try and push things as much, right?
Yeah, they don't take those risks unless they absolutely have to.
Yeah, Because this guy, we played against other teams where the quarterbacks had worse rating than that. And he did complete more than half of his passes, right?
He just didn't score anything.
He just didn't do anything with it, right? You know, he was 12 of 21, but his longest completion was 13 yards. And this guy got 21 carries, but he only averaged 1.8 yards per carry, right?
Yep.
So I think that the injuries on their offensive line probably had a lot to do with that too, because they you noted at the beginning that they were missing at least 2 of their starting offensive linemen, right?
Well, but it's also the Madden 04 factor too.
Yeah, that's true. So anyway, and they had 6 drops, so you know, that's kind of a lot of drops for 21 pass attempts, right? Although I guess you could say more like 27 pass attempts, because this guy did scramble 6 times for 40 yards too, right? Yeah, and that middle linebacker had lots of tackles. And they sacked you twice. Oh, look, there was a defensive tackle there that got a sack, eh?
Yeah, that was probably that guy with the 97 strength.
Yeah, Frankenstein's monster just kind of forced his way through the middle and sacked you, right?
Yep.
Only 2 pass deflections. That middle linebacker, he's the guy that forced the fumble and recovered it, too. Well, anyway, that's another week in the books, and this one was pretty easy.
Indeed.
Earned my 2nd shutout of the season.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Yeah.
That'll help your average.
Yes, it will. Anyway, I guess that's it for this time around. So we'll see you all next time.
Indeed.
Until then,
I'm RecV5.
and I am Sandman99.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.